We have a new setup. What's going on? Is it karma? Am I gonna trauma dump? The guy who took my virginity. I don't have to be this way.
Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit. You weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know that I've been through worse to you.
Hey guys, it's BriTV and I'm back with another video. I wanted to do another mental health type of video because that is also content that I want to prioritize on my channel. I can see that y'all love the beauty, y'all love the fashion, and I do too, y'all. So I'm gonna keep doing that, but now and then, especially when real stuff is going on in my real life, I'm gonna drop shit like this. We have a new setup, y'all. Follow my TikTok anyway to see how I put this together, but I'm probably gonna post it on YouTube Shorts as well, so just check my channel. So y'all read the title. This video is about betrayal. I've been through betrayal many times in my life. I'm sure everybody has, but the betrayal that I've been through this year, it's not even June yet. It hasn't even been 6 months, and I've been through a lot of shit. What's going on? Is it karma? What's really going on? Seriously, it's actually not funny. I have to go to therapy for it. So anyways, we'll be having a conversation. Basically, y'all will get some insight on my point of view of things, how I deal with this betrayal, how I, keep moving forward and not let it affect me as a person. Because I really feel like that's the hardest part. When people do you dirty, you just want to do that to them too. But it's if that's not the character you align with, then don't do it. Don't let people change you. I have these questions that I found off Pinterest. I'll put this on the screen so we can get started and y'all can do it with me. Question number 1 is, how would you define trust? What does it mean to you? Honestly, I'm gonna answer the second question first of what does trust mean to you. Trust to me is I don't know. If I can describe it, if I say I trust you, that means I trust you to take me into consideration with anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So in relationships, it could be clearly if you're seeing a baddie bitch out on the town, you think, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend, let me be loyal, before you go and try to shoot your shot or something. It could be something like that. But also if I'm coming to you with my feelings, you're not gonna call me a dumb bitch or bitch, I don't feel like hearing this. You're not gonna tell me, you're gonna consider me. You're gonna be like, okay, she's obviously hurting right now. If she came to me in a vulnerable position, clearly she trusts me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's another thing I can define it as. I'm able to be vulnerable with you. I can be my true self with you, and I know that my true self won't turn you away. Basically, you won't leave. Abandonment issues? Maybe that'll be the next video. Another good example would be with friendships. If everybody planned to hang out at your house, you invite me. Do you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't just go hang out, and then when I see y'all posted up on Instagram having fun, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know everyone was hanging out at your house. You're like, oh yeah, it was last minute. It's girl, you could have texted my phone. Or oh, we just thought you'd be working. Well, I'm not. So, just trust to me means I know that you're gonna consider me. I know you're not gonna leave me out. I know you're not gonna disrespect me or embarrass me or, judge me. Just all of that. You consider me and my feelings and my well-being. The second question is, what are the earliest memories or experiences that shaped your beliefs about trust? Honestly, I have a few. Am I gonna trauma dump? Maybe. But hey, that's the point of these videos, so I can connect with y'all and be vulnerable with y'all, because I want to build trust between us. Y'all see what I did there? But no, really though. Yeah, let's get into the tea. Honestly, when I think about it, there's a lot of experiences that really made me stop being a trusting person. I definitely am when I meet you, I trust you until you show me you can't be trusted. But honestly, every time I move like that, it keeps getting me fucking hurt and used and taken advantage of. Cause if I trust them, then I'm going 100. You know what I'm saying? This is my best bitch. Whole time they're not trustworthy. So it's they were my best bitch, but I wasn't their best bitch. So it's when shit pops off, when shit hits the fan, I'm cut loose. Because to them, I wasn't their best bitch. So I'm left feeling like, damn, like bitch, I thought we was like this. What's going on? And yeah, the whole time it's because I just feel like I went in trusting them and I put them on a pedestal in a way. Like I expected them to act a certain way because I trusted them that much, when really they weren't ready for that trust. They didn't show me that they could handle that trust, that they deserved it. To get into the experiences, so basically I'm answering what gave me trust issues in the first place. I was in 5th grade with this girl. We was like best friends, I thought. And then when we went to 6th grade, we went to a different school, and like she turned into my first bully. Like literally, I'd never been bullied before until her. And I was like, okay bitch, I thought he was like this, what the fuck? But it's okay. It's actually okay because it was years ago, do you know what I'm saying? But that was the first, you know, situation that made me be like, damn, like bitches is grimy out here. Like I would say the second one, the guy who took my virginity, like we was together for like maybe a year and a half, if I could just round it. And like for the first half of the relationship, we was lovey-dovey. Like that's the only reason why I trusted him enough to like take my virginity. But then the other half of the relationship, he was feeling his oats. Like seriously, he was the hottest nigga. Nobody could tell him shit. So he was treating me like shit. I don't know. I just feel like, what the fuck? How you gonna switch up like that? Like, what? That's crazy. Like, I literally trusted you with my body. How are you gonna switch up like that? I mean, at the end of the day, like, I was young and he was young too. Another time is 8th grade. I actually ended up having to go into an institution. The grippy socks one, yes. And the 2 people that I texted like before I had to go, they told the whole school like that I went. So when I came back, everybody had something to say about me. It was getting brought up on the internet. People were texting me randomly, like random numbers, texting my phone. So that means people who had my numbers, so the people I trusted enough to have my number, are giving it out to weirdos so they can harass my phone. I'm sorry, like I didn't know me having my own mental issues was offensive to you. Like I didn't know. But I mean, it was middle school, and I think middle schoolers are the cruelest. Like, yes, the bullying does happen in high school, but I don't know, at least in my experience, middle school was the cruelest. And that's not to say that I was a victim all the time, because no, I think the term hurt people is so true. And it's like crazy to me to know that I was like one of the hurt people hurting other people. So like, I'm not completely a victim, but it's just, you expect people you don't like to do shit like this, not people who have my number and we're supposed to be cool, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it was a trust thing. I'm not trying to like play victim. Next, I have a story time about this on my YouTube, but my blood cousin, mom's sister's daughter, so like first cousin, she like, I think I named it My Cousin Stole My Man. I think that's what it's called. And that's basically the tea about it. She set us up together. He had told me he cheated on me. We was long distance. He lived in her state. I lived over here. So I'm thinking like, that's my best bitch. She's gonna watch out for me. Like if he messing up, she's gonna let me know. Broke up with him, but then when I went to visit my cousin, she was trying so hard to get us back together, knowing that she is the one he cheated on me with. Riddle me that. If you want more details, literally go watch that story because I went in depth about it. The question was like my earliest experiences. At least in this question, I'm not going to get into what has happened this year, but those are like my canon events that really like made me start looking at people sideways. So basically, to wrap all that up, because I had to give y'all some tea, okay? But I wrote down basically when somebody, I'm very considerate of people I love. And that's what I said that trust is. For me, it's like I can trust you, that I can trust that you're going to take me into consideration. So I'm very considerate of people. So when somebody takes me into consideration multiple times without me telling them, then I'll know I can trust them. And there's a lot of people that I can trust. Like, even though this video is about betrayal, there are a lot of people that I'm grateful to have in my life, that I'm fortunate enough to trust, because it's really hard Okay, number 3, what are your biggest fears or concerns when it comes to trusting others? Well, I'm not gonna say I don't fear this anymore, but I definitely have worked on this. But my biggest fear when it comes to trusting others was obviously getting hurt. Duh. It was obviously getting hurt. But what honestly has been helping me through this and to stop internalizing when people hurt me is that, like, I literally can't control, I can't control anyone. I can literally only control myself. And that's honestly such, at least for me, it was such a reassuring thing that I discovered. Is like, yeah, like, as long as I know that I had good intentions and I was their real friend, or I was loyal to them, I was a good girlfriend, good friend, good sister, good cousin, like, whatever it is, as long as I know that I was good, that lets me know that there's literally nothing I could have done to stop this person from doing what they did to me. So at that point, I have to let it go. Like, at that point, it's beyond me. Like, I literally cannot control anything. Like, I can only control myself. I really want y'all to hear me, all my overthinking girls, my anxious girls. There was a point in time where you were the best you to someone that you knew how to be, and they still did you dirty. Like, that's enough proof to show you that no matter what you do, how you act, a person's gonna treat you how they want to treat you, how they care to treat you, how you allow them to treat you. It's just really about if they value you, they value your relationship, if they value your trust. No matter what you do, people are gonna treat you how they want to treat you. And that's just that. And you can't control that, and you really have to accept it. And it's not easy to accept it ever. I don't think it'll really, well, I think it will start to get easier to accept things, like let it roll off your back. But as for me right now, that's what I'm working on doing, just accepting things for what they are and knowing that I literally did the best I could. Like, I did all I could do. So it's nothing else I could do, and it still turned out the way it turned out, and that's all. Life doesn't stop, especially when you're an adult. Like, life does not stop, so you just have to learn how to get stronger. I read that somewhere. Life isn't gonna get easier, you get stronger, something like that. But like, that's deadass true. Mind y'all, I'm very, very sensitive. I'm very, very sensitive, very, very emotional, and like, the littlest things, everything could hurt my feelings if it came from someone I loved. One day, you're not just gonna wake up and stop struggling with anxiety, or stop struggling with low self-esteem, or stop struggling with whatever you're struggling with. Like, one day you're not just gonna wake up and be done with that. You have to be intentional. You have to tell yourself, I don't have to be this way. I don't have to be this anxious girl. I don't have to be the girl who always overloves, who always gives too much. All these things that, like, I categorize myself as just because of my past experience, I don't have to be that girl. Like, I can leave that girl in the past and be whoever I want to be. Okay, I feel like I'm yapping the fuck up. Like, I'm going crazy right now. So we're gonna do one more question. If you made it this far, comment down, you got this. Comment down, you got this, if you made it this far. The last question is, reflect on a time when you trusted someone completely. How did it feel? What made it different from other experiences? The best way I can answer this question is to tell you who I trust the most, and that is my mom. Like, my mom has seen the worst of me and still loved me as much as she could have. I feel like if someone is patient with you, they love you. They love you. I don't know, I feel like my mom is the definition of unconditional love. How did it feel? How does it feel having someone I can trust completely? Hard. Okay, it's hard to think that this is something like special because it's my mom. I feel like she's supposed to unconditionally love me, and that's not to say that all moms do that, which is very unfortunate. And I know that I am fortunate to have parents that love me and still support me even into adult life, you know what I'm saying, emotionally and physically, so financially and whatever I need, they're there. I don't know, it's like, to me, it's expected. Like, she's supposed to do that. She's my mom. I came out of her body. Like, maybe if I find somebody other than my mom, like literally anyone else other than my parents that I can trust 100%, then maybe I can like really describe how it would feel. But as of right now, it's like, it's just my mom, and it feels how it's supposed to. And another thing, like I said, yeah, she can see the worst of me and still love me down, but when she sees the best of me, she is my #1 fan. She's like, I still have that little kid energy. Like when you draw a nice picture, you want to run and show your mom. That's me with everything. Promoted at my job, telling my mom. Raised, telling my mom. Got a good check, telling my mom. Got a new subscriber, telling my mom. She's my biggest fan. She supports me in anything I do. Even if people are against me, she supports me in anything I do. That's really my girl, y'all. But that's all. This is my little journal. That's all for this video. If you liked, comment, and subscribe. If you liked the video, what is my outro? If you liked the video, give it a like. If you liked me, subscribe, comment down below. I mean, y'all don't have to tell y'all business, but like, if y'all felt me in this commentary and you have something to add, comment that down below. I love responding to comments. Like, there was just one that I responded to. We were having like a whole conversation under the Nikki video, and that's just how I like it. Like, yes, like, we're friends, we can talk. All right, thank you for watching. Bye, I love you.